I am Orchida Fayez, leader of the Digital Humanities Research Group at Prince Sultan University, where utilizing immersive experiences in the context of higher education is attracting both scholarly interest and funding. 6 Power Steps VR Game is a project that experiments with virtual reality in relieving the stress accompanying learning challenges that came to surface during the coronavirus pandemic and still persists among students. The team members have come together during the critical time of the pandemic from various disciplines and educational institutions in Saudi Arabia and the United States to collaborate on exploring the prospects of immersive learning in terms of content creation, execution, prototyping, user experience, and of course, research. The SUM expertise ranges from humanities, computer science, game design, and neurolinguistic programming, NLP. This project, 6 Power Steps, submitted for Prince Sultan Research Committee, won funding as a seed project aimed at creating a virtual reality platform to assist students to cope mentally and emotionally with the results of the coronavirus pandemic while gaining the necessary digital skills of immersive technology. 6 Steps takes the shape of a VR game with 6 levels of power, where the players experience each level with audio guidance that walks them through each level of difficulty. The narration embedded in the game acts as the psychological onboarding, both giving instructions to the users, but more importantly, reassuring and motivating that they are able to overcome the dreary environment representing challenge of stress. Users are both safe and in control.
This is dangerous. You have to take precautions against the falling stones. Search for something to shield yourself from such negative energy.
The 6 Power Steps makes use of virtual reality immersive nature that does not have to compete for audience attention. The toolkit is Vive Pro full headset that is powered by eye tracking features to collect data for future analysis, and that aspect of the project is in progress. The goal is to create a user-centered experience where students completely shut down their world with the headset and have their individual impressions, into which some research refers to as story living as opposed to storytelling. They follow a pattern of looking for a certain object to take them from one level to another, with the positive reinforcement that is meant for self-esteem and actualization. The various challenges, like the darkness, the lava, the falling rocks, and the crows, pose real danger in the student's perception. The conceptual frame is hinged around VR as a medium of delivery, while relying on the theory of multi-stability of the philosophy of technology. Bolter and Grusin introduced the notion of the medium as a crucial component of the message being delivered in an overview of the evolution of media modes throughout the centuries. In their dichotomy of impact, they identify two major roles of the mode of delivery that goes beyond functionality into hypermediacy. Thus, there is a need to impact audience in the two distinct ways based on the kind of effect that media creators aspire for. On another level, theories of mediation and remediation concern themselves with the human-technology relations, where there is both functionality and effect. Documenting the steps of the design, we had to follow the certain frameworks and techniques to build our fully immersive world. Scenery. This scene gets activated by the presence of the user or player. A scene or environment includes the theme, while immersion, presence, and agency are the pillars. The degree of immersion into the VR world is crucial to the success of the whole experience. It leads necessarily to the degree of presence that tricks the mind into actually believing that they are inside the VR environment, while agency achieves control of what happens next in the story as embodied in the VR environment. It is the ultimate point where users affect the story or the sequence of events through the act of physical movement. Our project is definitely a work in progress. It is still at the very first stages of the prototyping, but we are sure that through the discussion, we will get new insights and it will be so valuable for the development of this project. We thank you all for listening, and those are our contacts.